Që po thoshte Rita për ata pak që nuk dinë anglisht që në fillim fare shumë vetëm thanë jo, s'bën, s'mundesh, edhe jeta nuk mund të definohet, përkufizohet nga ata që të thonë jo. Pastaj tha kur isha 17 vjeç dikush më tha, po, ndoshta ke një shans. Kështu që jetën nuk ta definon dikush që thotë jo, jetën ta definon dikush që thotë po, bravo, të lumt edhe ec përpara.
Faleminderit for explaining that.
Okej, kemi tjetër? Super.
Hello.
Hi.
Glad to see you.
Nice to
It's
see
an
you,
honor
Anna.
for me. I have studied for painting.
Amazing.
This year I graduate.
Yay!
I want to ask you a question.
Cool.
I'm going to do it in English.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We know that we are now in this industry, in this life. We are with toxic people that are around
Instagram,
us.
followers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What's the best advice you have given about that?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the one idol, one motto you follow the most that you can show us?
So everyone says to me, oh, you know, how many followers have you got? And I feel like some people get very obsessed with how many followers you have. And listen, the world is moving, and it's true, you know. Social media is very strong. TikTok, Instagram, all of this, right? It's important, but I don't believe, you know, it defines your success. Because if you are booked, if you're being asked to do things, if you're waking up every day and you have a purpose, that is really just as successful. And I'm saying this because I started in the industry like before there was just Twitter. It just started. There was no Spotify, there was no Apple Music, there was no streaming, there was no Instagram wasn't even around. It wasn't about followers, but it was about having a voice, you know? And so I think don't get obsessed with like how popular you are, because I think your followers, for example, my followers, they range in age, you know? I have followers that don't have Instagrams and they come to every single show, you know? And I see them and I recognize them, you know? And I see them, I'm like, wow, people are real fans. So I think that, you know, you've got icons like Madonna and these incredible icons that are legends that don't have as many followers as the most popular people on the platform. That doesn't mean that they're not as successful and they're not as popular. It just means it's a different time, it's a different era. So I don't want you to do things because you think it gets you more followers. I want you to do it because that's what you do and that's what you love to do. And people will follow you. Because trust me, I understand the pressure. You know, I'm in the industry, I'm in the public eye, and I completely get it. I can only imagine what the kids feel like, you know, in school, and like all the beautiful young girls that look at themselves and think, oh, I'm not as pretty as this girl, or I'm not as successful or as rich as that girl. It's like, you have to remember that you are your own story. Don't compare yourself to these people, okay? Because some of them, it's not even real. So you have to remember that.
Grupi e kuptuar i lartë, jeta nuk është konkurs populariteti, është përpjekje, është talent, është punë, dhe mezi presim gjëm një pyetje tjetër, kemi pyetje tjetër? Ku është? Aty, po.
Hi Rita, my name is Anna Kodra.
Hey, Anna.
I'm a singer also.
Woo!
Ana, të lutem, tani ti të paktën që të kompensosh dhe për Jurin, ti do të bësh një tur.
Veç pak.
Okay,
Only
I
if you
could sing.
want.
I could sing a song I've written.
Yeah. Do you play an instrument?
I've written a whole album. First of all, I wanted to ask you something.
Wow. You can ask me and then you can sing.
Yeah, I could sing. Yeah, I'm not shy or anything.
Yeah, that's what you need. That's great.
I've applied for a talent visa, and I'm trying to go to America. I've been there.
Great.
I've recorded my whole album there, but it's kind of hard being in the industry. And I wanted to ask you how did you get in there since you're Albanian?
Yeah. Okay, so America's a big world. Yeah, it's very, very tricky. Okay, so I never understood it, and I was very young, like you, 14, how old are you?
I'm 15.
15.
Yeah.
And I was 17 when I got my first record deal because I was writing music for other people and other artists. I was actually in the this is how I started. I was in a recording studio and I was making tea for everyone.
Wow.
Intern. Yeah. And because I didn't have the funds to make my own music really at the time, I needed studio time, and studio time is money. And so I said, hey, I'll help around, I'll clean around, I'll make tea for the artists, I'll do whatever. Just give me some studio time to record my music. But when I was working in the studio, I met lots of people. You know, I met like musicians, made friends with people in the kitchen, you know, and like, honestly, networking is just as important as making the music because you have to be able to make relationships to play the music to these people, like lawyers, engineers in studios, people that sleep and live in the studio, that record. All these people are very important. You have to be nice to every single person that you meet because you never know what that person's going to do and how they're going to remember you. And then they're going to probably say, oh, oh God, I met this girl, she's a really good singer. Maybe she can sing this part for me.
I'm very glad that I have connections in America. And, connections are the ones that help.
And getting out there and doing free shows, singing in silly places like super malls, and you know, I sang in every single super mall, I think, in America.
I don't know.
Yeah, and because again, it was before like Instagram and everything, and you had to physically go and sing to these places. So you're actually really lucky because you can now do it from the comfort of your own home as well and get on every podcast. I would say just network and play people the music, like what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
You came here, you told me that you're a singer. I'm not going to forget that now. And now you're going to sing us a song.
Yay!
Yeah.
I think I'll sing a part of my song.
Totally. You can do as much as you want, or as little as you want, whatever.
Okay. And I know that we might have spent a lot of time talking on the phone, but you were slowly drifting on every call. Or maybe I'm just wrong, but nobody's worth my tears. So it's better if I just leave. But nobody's worth my tears. So it's better if I just leave. Yeah. Thank you.
You wrote that song?
I've written many songs about.
What's that song about?
It's about being in love, but I should just quit it because we're too young.
Okay, I feel that. Wow. This, honestly, is what I'm talking about. Being able to stand in front of all of you, sing like that, and have your own material, and you've got a great, great, great tone.
Thank you, thank you.
You have really good runs, and your head voice is very strong. You have a very strong falsetto, and you have a lot of patience. You can control your nerves, which is very impressive at this age. You didn't sound shaky at all.
I mean,
You didn't.
speaking to you, because
Bravo.
I've listened to you for my whole life. I've mentioned you in every interview. And,
Thank you. Thank you. That means so much.
Speaking to you now, it means a lot to me. And, well, obviously, I'm nervous.
Thank you. Well, you didn't sound it, and well done. That was a beautiful song. Thank you so
beautiful.
much.
You're super. The star is born.
This is the land of pop stars. It really is. I mean, listen, you've got so many of us now, so I'm very excited to see what else is coming, because I do believe now record labels are just going to come here and just try and snatch all the...
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Because Shqipëria, Kosovo, great history, but in numbers we're small. So the question is, do numbers matter or can talent thrive anywhere? And the question is, how does someone manage to be a patriot, to be proud of the roots, but yet to be a global person and to understand that the world is so much bigger than us? So where is the balance between being connected to your roots and yet being a citizen of the world?
Okay, so that's interesting because when I started, I've always mentioned where I was from. And I mean that. You can go back to my interviews, 2012, 2013, 2011, and I was always repping where I was from. I did. I said, because everyone was like, where is she from? You know, I don't know what she looks like she can be from so many different places. Yeah, Rita from Cuba, she's Spanish, what is she? And I was like, no, I'm Kosovan. I'm from a place called Albania, and it's actually full of amazing people. And they're like, yeah, but that's right. And they're like, yeah, but your skin is like darker than, you know, you don't have white skin, and you know, you're a bit more tanned, or you have like, you don't have the right features. And I'm like, so have you seen the people from my country? Like, we are so exotic. We look like we can be from so many different places. We are beautiful, by the way. And I think that this is what I'm saying, like, you know, we are such a beautiful country, inside and out, not just physically, but like everything, from the generations, from what it looks like, from the beautiful beaches that we have. And I feel like the balance is just to continue to be honest. I've been so honest with where I was from and what my parents have taught me and like my background. And so that's something you should really consider, you know, to just tell your story. And I remember it was important for me to do that because I felt like no one really knew where I was from. And I was like, this is really getting on my nerves. I was getting angry. I was like, guys, so it was like my mission to teach everybody. And now I feel like we've really opened these gates to just an endless amount of talent. So it's really great.
Zana.
Oh, there's Anna.